But it's always nice to see if a player starts the way he starts, like Hugo started, Kitike started the same as he did. So yeah, good start.
He's not going to say he's coming out all guns blazing, scored a hat-trick. This is why Liverpool paid 125 million for him. But I think we know how good he is from previously with Newcastle, and he's not played for a very long time. So I think I actually thought he did pretty well with all that. It must be a weight of expectation.
This is a very good coach who knows how to rotate his options, and he's already spoken about the need to rotate his options, particularly with Isak and with Hugo Ekitike. I think when everyone is fully fit and everyone is match sharp, there is some scope for Ekitike and Isak to share the same space. It truly is a bevy of attacking riches, a gluttonous array of strikers, and a nice problem for a football manager to try and solve.
Florian Wirtz is another player who's getting up to speed following a big money move to Liverpool in the summer. Wirtz is still waiting for his first Liverpool goal, but Slot knows he'll only continue to get better in time.
He was indeed a few times close to scoring a goal. He was also a few times close to assisting to a goal. I think he was the one that created most chances for us today. So I can see with him as well also that he's getting fitter and fitter and adjusting him more and more to us, which is normal. You need a bit of time to adjust, but I can see him growing more and more and more, and I think that is what you can expect from a quality player. They always adjust to what he needs, and he and the team will get better and better. But I liked his performance today already a lot.
At the stories that are making this morning's newspapers, and all the back pages are leading with Virgil van Dijk's late winner for Liverpool. The Late Show is the headline in the Daily Mail as the Liverpool captain scored in the 92nd minute to secure a 3-2 victory over Atletico Madrid.
It's the late night slot again for Liverpool as they kick off their Champions League campaign with a stoppage-time victory over Atletico Madrid. It's you at the heart of the debate. 5 games, 5 wins for Liverpool. Are they the best team in Europe? Tim Sherwood is with us today. We'll be asking, can anyone stop Liverpool this season? Right, let's start with Liverpool then. And they kicked off their Champions League campaign with another late victory, something which has been a theme of their season. Virgil van Dijk scored a stoppage-time winner against Atletico Madrid on Arne Slot's birthday. They've won all 5 games this season, each victory thanks to late goals. Well, all eyes were on Alexander Isak ahead of the game as the British record signing made his Liverpool debut. Liverpool made a fast start and scored after 4 minutes when Mo Salah's free kick deflected in off Andy Robertson. Replay showing it was Robertson's goal. And a minute later, it was 2-0 Salah with a brilliant finish. Just before half-time, Atletico Madrid pulled a goal back through Marcus Llorente. Isak was substituted after 58 minutes and received a standing ovation from the home support. Into the second half, and Salah missed a great opportunity to make it 3-1, and it was almost costly. It was 9 minutes of normal time remaining. Llorente scored his second goal of the night to make it 2-2. Good strike, big deflection, but like they have so far this season, Liverpool scored again late on. Virgil van Dijk with a stoppage-time header to win it. It provoked a scuffle between Diego Simeone and the Liverpool fans, and it would lead to Simeone being sent off. So another late goal for Liverpool as they begin their Champions League campaign with a win and the perfect present for Arne Slot's birthday. A very good morning to everyone at home, and of course to Tim Sherwood as well. Right, Tim, Liverpool favourites for the Premier League. Yep. They are joint favourites for the Champions League. So are they the best team in Europe right now?
It'll be too early to say that, I think. I think they're capable of being the strongest team in the Champions League for sure. I think PSG being holders have gone course and distance and know exactly what to expect. They had a great win last night as well, PSG. So looks ominous for everyone, you know. Konate back to fitness. Salah was at his best again last night. Wirtz was much improved. Isak gets minutes. He will get better. So, yeah, I mean, the late goals is just, It's no coincidence. It's just a team who believe that they're going to win the game. No matter how many minutes are left on that pitch, they will give everything to try and get maximum points. And that's what they're doing. They're just like the great Manchester, Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United team of the past, Fergie time. They just keep going. You always feel like they're going to get a winner. And when you're in opposition against that, you always feel like you're going to concede, because you've seen them score the late goals. It's just very difficult to stop because the mindset of winners, and they haven't played fantastically well. They haven't played poorly, but I don't think they're firing on all cylinders by any means. So they can improve. They've still got a long way, and they're just relentless at the moment. They look like a juggernaut, which is unstoppable.
Well, yeah, 5 wins in a row, but they've all been late winners. So if you're an opposition team, are you encouraged that you're still in the game until the very end? Or are you kind of thinking, oh no, they always find a way to win? I
think that gets into your psyche in the end. You start believing that they're coming forward. They've got so much ammunition.
The fans will be saying, oh, well, they always score late on.
Yeah, of course. Even if yes, apprehension is there, and you know how many changes they make off the bench and the quality, what they can bring on and the firepower they possess. They can score from all areas of the field. We saw last night the big man Van Dijk, the Rolls Royce. He steps up and he scores. It's a fantastic header. Make room for him at the far post. The delivery has to be correct, but they will score from every part of the pitch. They're capable of doing it. Sloboslai, who expected that? Against Arsenal, 35 yards out, free kick, unstoppable. So who's going to be next? You just don't know. It can be any of them. They're incredible at the moment.
Yeah, they are. Everything rosy for Liverpool right now. Let's get the fans' perspective. Sky Sports have partnered with Finalysis, an app where passionate fans share their opinions on their club. I speak to Liverpool fan John Gibbons now. John, good morning to you. Very good morning for you, in fact, no doubt. Liverpool keep on winning, and it's certainly not boring, is it?
No, it certainly isn't. I think sometimes you like it to be a little bit more boring at the moment. A nice, gentle 2 or even 3-0 win, which it looked like we were maybe going to get last night when we raced into a 2-0 lead, but it wasn't to be in the end. But it's another fantastic moment this season, and they're collecting now these fantastic moments and these big winners, and they're coming from different areas of the pitch, but they're always late and they always feel wonderful as a fan in the stands when you get those moments of pure joy.
Do you expect to see Liverpool killing off games once this team gels? Because there are a lot of new signings, there are a lot of changes. These late goals are great, but do you think they'll be killing teams off sooner rather than later?
Yeah, you'd hope so. There's new players who are bedding in at the moment, and they're still finding their way, both in terms of some occasions like Virtz moving to the Premier League, so a new division, but others just getting to know the teammates a little bit and them getting to know them. So we're not quite fluid in terms of our attack, but you can see the talent that there is in the squad, and like Tim said, the quality that we can bring off the bench as well. It is fantastic to be able to win games if you need, or just freshen it up. And so we have got a lot to be excited about. It will get better, I think, as the players get more used to each other. But in the meantime, we're winning games and picking up points, and the manager will be delighted with that.
John, the only worry your manager's got at the moment is how to fit all these world-class stars into his team. I mean, what a problem that must be.
Yeah, I mean, you're the manager, Tim, and you'll know all about that. Egos and managing people and things as supporters. We can't get enough. It's like collecting stickers. We just want more and more great players. Whereas for you managers, you've got to worry about it. It was interesting last night that obviously Ekitike drops to the bench. I think that's more because Isak obviously doesn't have 90 minutes in, so he wants to bring him on for him to make sure he's always got a number 9 on the pitch. When they are both fully fit, it will be interesting to see how he does get them both into the same team. I think they can play together. I think Ekitike certainly would enjoy that, and with Salah going off to AFCON, that's obviously a real opportunity for both of them to play together a little bit more. But for now, he's just having to keep everyone happy. But I think when it's a winning team, it is a little bit easier. I don't think there's too many players who can tell the manager he's getting it wrong at the moment. Certainly not when he's won a championship in his first year as well.
It was quite interesting before the game when Arne Slot said he feels like he's got 2 number 9s. Isak's definitely going to play up front. He said Ekitike can play left, maybe even off the number 9, but in generally feels like he's got 2 number 9s. But do you think Ekitike might feel a little bit put out at this time because he probably didn't know that they were signing Isak when Ekitike signed?
I think he would have been aware of the noise around it and aware it was a possibility, and I don't think his agent would have been doing his job if he hadn't made inquiries about, okay, what else do you want to do? But the best players all say that they want to play with the best out there, and that's Ekitike's situation. He's come to Liverpool, he's come to a huge club, and I think he probably knows that there's going to be competition for places and top class players throughout, not just up front. So he'll be backing himself. They all do. He looks a confident boy. It's a real shame he missed that one in the end because he could have come on and got a goal, and that would have been nice for him. I think he will come back into the team against Everton, and I think Arne Slot's the kind of manager, if you're playing well and you're doing a good job for him and for the team, then you'll keep your place. And so that's the challenge, not just for the forwards but for all of them, really, to make sure you're delivering. The standard's going to be really high this season. You've got to be playing really well to stay in this team, I think. But for supporters, that's brilliant because it means we're going to get some great performances, 100% from all the players, and yeah, it's going to be exciting for us for sure.
John, at the moment, I think Arne Slot, he's not made a mistake. I mean, he gets all the big calls right. First and foremost, as a manager, you need to pick a team at the beginning of the game to try and win it. If it's not working out, you make changes. He makes the changes at the right time. I look at the weekend, Kirkes, when he dives, he gets the booking straight away, doesn't hesitate, off you come. You've got a manager who knows exactly what he wants and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, 100%, and that's been what's so impressive from him from the off. Really, is that he's been himself. He's been confident. I don't think he comes across as an arrogant man. He's just got a quiet confidence in what he's doing, and he backs himself. And obviously we're all aware he comes in replacing Jurgen Klopp, which is huge shoes to fill. But he's just been himself, and he's very cold, if you like. He's quite calm, but he's very measured, and that substitution that you talked about there, Tim, the Kirkes one, I think some managers would have shied away from it and would have thought, well, I'll try and get to half time and then I can have a quiet word with him and smooth it over. But I think he was aware of that situation, that Kirkes might not have got to half time, the way the crowd was and everything was up and the emotion of the situation. So he did it there and then and backed himself to sort it out later, and I think that's really strong management. Helps
when you got Robertson on the bench, who's won a Premier League.
It's not a bad sub.
Yeah, that's that squad depth we've been talking about. We love the viewers getting involved, John, and we've got a voice note here on Liverpool from someone called John Boy.
I am a Liverpool fan. I do think we have got a good up front and midfield, but I think our letdown for the season is going to be our defence, our goalkeeper. My opinion might be wrong, but we're still the best team in the world.
John, the goalkeeper one's surprised. I can see it's surprised.
I think Tim's head was going to fall off.
A surprised all of us, especially Tim, by his reaction. Defence, I know that. I mean, you try to sign Gahey, so I can understand that one. But goalkeeper, you're surprised by that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a game of opinions, isn't it? But I'm not sure there's many in Anfield who would be agreeing with that one. I think Alisson's been world class since he joined and is still playing at a really high level. And of course, they bought Mohamed Salah in the summer as well, who I haven't seen a huge amount of yet, but he's got a big reputation. So I think that area is fine. Centre half, like you said, they did trying to bring Gahey in. I think that was maybe one more for the future, looking at Konate maybe moving on. There's a year left on his contract, a lot of noise about what's going on with there. I think as a two, Konate and Virgil are more than capable and have proved that over the time. It's if one of them gets injured and Konate can pick up the odd injury, then what sort of happens there, really. As fans, we love Joe Gomez, we think he's brilliant, but again, injuries have been a real problem for him. And then there's a young Italian lad that come in who we haven't seen anything of at all, and so there is a few question marks there, but you're never going to have a perfect squad, listen, and everyone's going to have areas where they feel stronger and weaker than others, but I still think Liverpool, front to back and looking at that depth, are the strongest team in the league so far.
Yeah, Giovanni Leone from Parma, the youngster, £26 million. Are you going to win the quadruple, John?
Wow, what a question. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? I mean, it's never been done before, has it? So there's a reason for that. Normally someone will catch you out. I'd take a Champions League in Budapest in May if you could offer me right now. I'm not going to be too greedy.
Right, well, talking of greedy, I know how much you'll want to win on Saturday. Merseyside derby, of course, and Everton. They are looking better than they've done for a while. I think that's fair to say. David Moyes has got them playing well. Ndai's playing well. Jack Grealish has made a great start at Everton. And we've just been talking about how Liverpool are potentially susceptible at the back. Are you at all worried about Everton, despite the fact... Are you at home? I believe you're at home.
We are at home, yeah, which helps. Listen, you're always nervous about derby games because they're the best games to win as a supporter and the worst games to lose. And so I could come on here, on Sky and be full of bravado and saying no problem. But I know on Saturday morning I'll wake up with, I think it's called derby belly is the medical term, and that's how I'll feel. And because... my neighbours are blue, a lot of my friends are blue. I don't work with any because I work at the Anfield Map, but there's a lot of blues, in our building, and it's like for any derby, isn't it? When you win, you've got that big beaming smile walking around, and when you lose, you try to avoid everyone, and so there's too much at stake not to be nervous. And like you say, they are playing well. I think. Listen, as a football fan generally, it's great to see Jack Grealish play with a smile on his face again and enjoying his football. He's a magnificent player to watch, and I know the Evertonians that I know are just absolutely loving the fact that he's there and watching them. So they've got a bit of a spring in the step at the moment, but they've come to Anfield with a spring in the step before and left with nothing. So fingers crossed that's the case again on Saturday.
Yeah, John, I've already booked off the day before and the day after the Tyne and Weir derby, so I know exactly how you feel. I hope I'm not in hiding. I hope I'm celebrating rather than in hiding, but I've got a feeling it might be the latter. Okay, John, thank you.
Thanks, John.